We're following a ridge in here, and it's going to go up to where a draw system comes together, and there's a knob sticks out, and a runoff this way and a runoff off the other side of the knob, and we're going to check that out. I'd expect we'll find some good bedding there. Hopefully. Here's one of those old rock walls, eh? How the hell do they move boulders like that? They're in a line that has to be man-made, right?
I don't think they could have moved that, honestly.
I don't know how they'd get in a line like that if they didn't move them.
I don't know. There's a lot of
Yeah, I see a small rock wall over there. See that? So somehow they moved these giant boulders. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell they did that.
Maybe it was aliens.
Maybe it's the Egyptians.
The Egyptians, yeah. Same thing, aliens. Here's an old rub.
There's a path right here.
Oh yeah. There's an old rub here and here too. So this has got some sign in it. Coming down this old run, probably because it's got a little bit of...
Goes up to that field up there too.
Yeah, there's a field on top. I don't think that's crops though. I think it's just grass.
Yeah.
But it's got this run of vegetation that's got food in it, because this is pretty mature of a forest. If you noticed, the only browse we saw was along the road, and that was because along the road there's some sunlight and they're getting plants in here, and that's what we have here. See the rock wall over there?
I know, they're freaking all over me.
You need alive?
Yeah, they like us.
Yeah, you taste better than I do, so that's good.
They're afraid of you.
One thing I'm noticing is on this hard ground, it's like a lot harder to see the sign of the deer, you know what I mean? Like when we were by the edge, you could see the browse. What, you got a bed there? Look at that. Looks fairly worn.
Some hair in there.
Yeah, here's one there. There. It's a pretty big bed too. Sitting here with the wind over the top, just looking at the valley. Looks like last time he's bedded, his back was over here kind of looking this way. What wind would that be? It's
From the north side, I think.
south wind. Here's that rock wall.
Deer, they find these breaks in the wall. You can see the trail going right through there.
So you
It's just an
go along, when you're in the right vicinity from the bed and you find a break in the wall.
Yeah, they're lazy. They don't want to jump up over that thing.
Yeah.
They're gonna
You'll find it, yeah.
find
So the same thing, you can use a creek, you can use a wall, whatever. Any place where you focus their attention to one spot. Because a lot of times they'll come out and they'll just use an area, especially when it's open like this. There ain't nothing funneling through this terrain. What do you think of the ash trees? You got ash trees by you?
No, nothing left in PA. It's
Yeah.
probably been like 15 years.
Still ash out here.
I'm not used to seeing them standing. This was like us maybe 10, 12 years ago. They were
It's
standing.
like us 20 years ago.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
on the
we
ground now. But
haven't
have-
had ash in a long time.
We got regeneration. I've seen 10, 12 footers starting to grow.
Emerald ash borer has done a number.
Yeah,
It hasn't gotten out here yet, it looks like.
haven't gotten them all.
They're everywhere. Look at that.
That's cool. There's some more over there.
It's like an infestation with them. They're everywhere.
I know, they are. That's very nasty. I like some fresh meat.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a good snack while we're walking. Newt snack. Don't they make fig newts?
I don't want people fact checking me on that, but I think that's like the juvenile state, and then they go to the water and they turn into those brown ones that are in the water.
Okay.
They look just like those.
Like water dogs.
So with how open this is, you know, some of this is pine, but most of it's, you know, leafed oak and such. When the leaves drop, I can't see deer being in here during the day. So I'd imagine they're coming in from the backyards and stuff that are adjacent to this that's thicker and and coming in here at night. Yeah, this could use a good logging.
Yeah, and this big log, got a little elevation change too.
Yeah. Johnny noticed behind this log there's a bed here. We started looking a little closer because we had a little bit of cover and terrain and steepness. And here's a bed, not used very well, but it's worn a little bit. But the only little flat spot here, and it's kind of got the big tree to the back.
Yeah, look at all the rocks downhill and uphill. There's really not anywhere to lay without laying on a rock, huh, Dan?
Right, except for right
the
here.
only spot right
Yep.
there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Lucas? Seems like a real lack of rubs for the distance we traveled, eh?
I think it's lack of deer.
Lack of deer, yeah.
Not much for them in here.
See what happens when we get to a terrain where they should be, how it looks. Then again, we don't know what the cover is going to look like. There is some good cover down low. Here we got some sign. Rubber gloves. Lucas, there was a deer here.
There's also somebody that's afraid to get blood on their hands.
Yeah. Didn't Ozzy Osbourne have a song about that?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Fairies wear gloves.
That's a good one.
Oh, it's fairies wear boots. It was something like that.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. So we came down a little lower down by the swamp where it actually has some cover. And right away, a little high spot is bald from bedding. And look, and there's a rub in it. See that? Did you see something over here?
Right there.
Another bed?
Been rubbed for years.
Oh, rubbed, yeah. Oh yeah, that one's a little better too, a little higher up. Not a bad rub. What do you think?
Walking this edge here, huh, Dan?
You think that this better down here?
Yeah, I think this is where they're going to be. Especially this time of year. I think maybe when you get into winter, you know, I could see them up higher.
I even think it'd be barer in winter.
It'd be bare, but maybe they'd lay early in the morning and hear you coming a mile away. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe,
Or nighttime.
yeah.
Nighttime, they'd be up there bedding and eating on them acorns.
Yeah, they're certainly on the edges of the stick though, which makes me think they're probably in there too.
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything on the map that's discerning, like an island or anything in there. But I could on the other side see a little point going into it.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to look at.
Yeah, we'll have to check them. There was a couple points jotting out over this bottom.
Yeah. What'd you find, Scott?
Some poopies.
Poopies?
Yeah, it's pretty all mashed up. It's all wet down here.
Oh yeah.
I haven't.
That's the first poopies I've seen since we left the truck. There ain't many deer back here.
I
don't
can't
think.
remember the last time I walked through something like this and seen such little deer sign.
Yeah, there ain't much back here, for sure. Interesting, we got a transition here, a thick pine. We got the swamp down below here, and we got a rock wall. It's got an opening right here. Is this what you're looking at? Is this opening?
Yeah. Well, plus this ridge comes down right here too.
Yeah, everything kind of meets right here.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if the guy we're gonna hunt here, this ain't a bad spot. Just like if you had something like this back by me, there'd be a trail worn in like somebody plowed it.
Yeah.
There ain't a lot of deer here, I don't think.
No, not that many deer. See a barefoot that rock right there. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing. You guys got bears right here near town and stuff. By me, if one gets... This creek bottom's a pretty thick edge.
Yeah.
If there's anything around here, it should be following that. And or living along the edge of it.
There's a brook up here.
What's that?
There's a brook up here.
A brook?
You don't have creeks.
You don't have creeks, you got brooks.
Yeah, that's some nice shit there, huh?
Depending on where you're at in Wisconsin, they're not creeks either, they're cricks.
That's what we call them, crick.
These walls are crazy. They run through this whole wilderness area way back. This area of the country has a lot of history. Like the first area to get settled. There's a rub for Lucas. Ankle high, finger diameter. You got one there too? Yeah. That one's thumb diameter. That might be one for you.
Maybe.
There's a lot of browse right here too. There's a lot of jewelweed, and there's some duckweed right here. Duck potato. See that?
Yeah.
Arrowhead. It's a lot of stuff for a deer to eat right here. You see all the food down there? They got duck potato and jewelweed and all kinds of stuff down there, but none of it's browsed.
This is the crossing right here, and there's not even any tracks in it.
Yeah, you can see where it's worn in, but yeah, nothing's using it.
There's no deer in here.
Yeah. What'd you do? Kill them all?
This is a
Your buddy killed them all with those rubber gloves.
Oh yeah.
The rubber glove boy killed them all? He's like, they let me kill 10 deer, I'm killing 10 deer.
He probably got a wall full.
So you come up a ridge like this, you get in here, where do you see the bucks bedded when you're tracking them?
They'll be tucked right in behind those blow down trees like that.
Like that there.
Yeah, right up on the top. Looking back down.
So you catch them in those beds, it's kind of hard to see them through all this crap.
Yeah.
What do you see? Eye.
Yeah,
Eyeball.
you see the white ring around their eye, or a little bit of a
You just see
Yeah,
something
right
that don't belong.
right.
And you-
Sticks out.
So what are you doing, like hesitating every so often when you get to an opening and staring up there and looking for that?
Usually I'm not even looking for it, honestly. I just happen to see it.
I would imagine what I do with beds helps you because you look and you know where they'd be. Because
Right.
I'd look at this ridge, if I was standing over there tracking, I'd stop when I hit the opening enough to see in here, and I'd be looking behind this deadfall. I'd be looking at just over the top up here, and I'd know where they're gonna be. Where I think a lot of people, when I hear them talk about tracking, they're scanning the whole area.
The open woods.
And I think for me, I'm gonna be going right to the spots where a big buck would be
They'll
better.
be scanning them open woods.
Yes,
And they're-
yes.
You want to be attracted to them dead fallen logs and boulders and shit.
Remember that buck you shot when I was hunting with you? That one was kind of tucked in, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of like that. See how there's a depression in the ground right there? It kind of comes up like 12 inches on either side of it.
Yep.
He was tucked right in that, and so his back was flush with the ground. All you could see
Yeah.
was his head and his neck sticking up. I see that quite often where they'll find those depressions like that.
If I remember correct, you head shot him or neck shot him or something?
Yeah, I shot him in the neck.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's all you could see. So
No tracking, that's the best way. That was a good spot. I almost shot one on the way in to help you get it out. But like an idiot, I left my gun in the truck. And I know better, and then I had to listen to him say, you know better.
You were hoping I was gonna fall.
I'm always hoping you're gonna fall. Don't ever fall without the camera being on. You have to go and redo it if you do.
Right, exactly. Never stop filming.
Never stop filming.
I was told that was from blue jays popping the caps off.
well, a squirrel must have gnawed that branch off, though. You see?
It might have just fell. But yeah, when you see the caps, you hear them blue jays. They pull them tops
A lot
off.
of the ones by my house this year have holes in them, from like a worm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that looks.
those look like good,
Yeah, that
good
looks
nuts.
That one looks
Yeah.
pretty tasty. Yeah, sounds like a lot of meat there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you can eat those if you boil them like
Boil all
3
the
times
tannin out. Yep,
to
yep.
get the tannin out of them. Yeah. You boil them, drain the water. Boil them, drain the water until the water turns clear.
Yeah, I heard of people making stuff it up, making bread out of it.
Here's a scrape here and a rub there, and that's pretty high. Lucas caught that. I missed it. That's a pretty good one. That's actually high up.
That's the most sign we've
And
seen.
scrape right here. Yeah, this is the best sign out of this whole distance.
Yeah, right in this bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually hip high. It's a good one.
I mean, his tines are hitting all the way up there, you know.
Yeah, look at there ain't a branch on her until you get up to that branch that's like 4.5 feet up. Yes, yep. Wow, where's he living? Probably in somebody's backyard.
Yeah, that's one.
We know where he's not living.
Right, right.
Yeah, somebody's bird feeder. So Lucas mentioned, and I did, the beach here, you could see all the black on there, the crack, like I'm sure out your way if you don't have it. It's a nice silver smooth bark, and then up high the leaves are all wilted. The beech, they're an old species, and they're dying off even in PA and that.
What's killing them?
I don't know exactly what's killing them, but like they get, I don't know if it's a fungus or a parasite or what, but they're definitely dying off. They're not, I think they're weak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that black's all them cracks and stuff.
Yeah, you can see it ain't healthy.
Yeah, and the leaves being wilted. Poor thing.
There's your buddy.
Yeah.
Little older rub, but Lucas, there's your buddy. Oh yeah, this thing's just, it's almost gross.
Yeah. Yeah, they're about done. Most of them look back home, look that way.
It feels so. I got a good one hanging right in here someplace. 2 rubs.
Excited now, isn't it?
Right. For what else we've seen, it's exciting. I see one over there, a high one. Right there. Right down in that dip. So here's one here too, but this one isn't that high. But that one's pretty high.
A couple older ones back there.
Looks like in here we'd have to hunt the bottoms if we hunted this. It looks like the hillsides are just way too open. Or you'd have to get them coming in and out.
Yeah, rub that one there. That was last year.
Yeah. Yeah, this area's got a little sign. Yeah.
Bottom.
This ain't bad neither, because you could really literally get in here. It's open enough you could cover this whole thing if I wanted to hunt this. Just look at where the wind's going.
Patch of hemlocks. Look, yeah, that'll be green all winter. A little bit of cover right.
Yeah, so this will stay thick because of the hemlocks. Maybe get a little thinner, but it'll stay thick.
A little bit of cover when it's bare.
Yeah.
November, December, a little bit of cover here.
Here's a little point, about 10 foot of elevation above the swamp. You just always want to check these and see if they're good bedding areas, but this looks a little too open. Yeah, I don't see anything discernible. We got pay dirt, Johnny.
Okay.
We got pay dirt.
Right here.
A free tire.
What do you got?
Free tire.
That's a good one, man. That's a Cooper. I think
Yeah.
you should take that one with a stand. There's a little bit left meat on there, ain't it? Porcupines or something.
The threads are gone, but it ain't quite down to the gription wires yet. I think we're good.
Let's go.
I think we'd use that.
You know what?
What'd you find?
Pretty bald, man. I don't know.
Yeah, oh, I don't know. Good. You know, don't you wait till it gets to the gription wires so you get some tread in that ice? You know,
Yeah,
you get,
for winter time.
and then the sparks that come when you hit pavement actually make it safer because you light up the road.
You can see where you're going. Now this side don't look bad here. The side
Yeah?
wall. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Almost makes me want to look at what year it is because it looks like it's off of a logging truck. Has it got a year on it?
Do they have your?
Yeah. Can you read any of this?
Cooper, Findlay, Ohio. I don't see a year. That plant's probably been shut down. They're probably still-
Usually it has it in a 2-digit thing in here someplace. No?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay.
That's pretty wild. That is old.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like
A modern tire wouldn't even last as long as that lasted.
yeah, a round sidewall, more not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh. You know one thing.
There, you gotta hike.
The hunting ain't too good if we're talking about tires.
Yeah, that's bad. You got a point.
Yeah, that ain't like it looked like on the map. This is the knob we've been searching for. A little more open and barren than I thought it would be. A little more mature on the trees. All you can hope is that the deer reads the same map I'm reading and thinks this is a good
This is a good
spot,
spot, he's gonna
and he
come
comes
in.
while you're here.
Yeah. You probably.
But I think he gets here, he's going to abandon it like we would.
Yeah, ain't much here. One little blowdown, but it really ain't.
But if they got onyx and they take a real quick look, they might end up here too.
Yeah.
So look at this rock wall, comes down here, comes to a corner, and then goes up. And these things go for miles out here. What do you think, that is sheep?
Yeah, I was holding the sheep.
See, now they can walk right across it, but back in the day, this was high. But you gotta remember, when this was here, this was fields, right?
Yeah, it's all fields. That's
So
what
if you look at these trees are geez, I don't know what that is, 100, 150 years old. So this stuff is really old, these rock walls.
You know what, I'd rather, Dan, I'd rather maybe put a couple fence posts in some wire.
Yeah.
It'd be a little easier.
That's why
Yeah.
they had 10 kids back in the day. So
Right.
And
That's
they were
all-
all like Hulk.
Right, they just stopped having kids. When one would die carrying a rock, they just, we'll put another one out there.
Yeah.
You know what they say? They said they did two things. They fucked and they stacked rocks. In the wintertime, they fucked.
You're like, honey, I'm all out of rocks. The infamous deer poopies. There's a little pile there.
Yeah, there's a
And a pile there.
piles right through
Oh,
here,
you
but
saw
look-
some too?
But look how thick it is right
Yeah, now we got cover. They could hang out in
They're
here.
moving through here, yep.
Yeah.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Did you say thicker than a Snicker?
I did say that.
That's like a grandpa term. All right, we took a walk across this whole property pretty much. What do you guys think? What do you think, Lucas? Would you hunt here?
I would not come back here.
Probably not. Come back here. What do you think of it? What do you think that there's a possibility of killing a big buck? Do you?
Yeah, I mean, you kill big buck anywhere, but you got to be here the right day at the right time, and
Yeah.
who knows when that is.
We found 3 big rubs in that whole area altogether. I would say there's a buck that comes in there at some point.
Yeah.
If you knew that timing, maybe you could hit it at that time.
Yeah,
But it's a pretty risky hunt.
You're wasting your time.
What was your thoughts?
I think on the way in, seeing all them houses and, you know, a lot of private land and timber in amongst them.
And a lot of edge on those private properties.
Yeah, and a lot of them, I noticed a lot of these houses are in around mature oaks, and it's not like they have big wide open backyard. Like there's a lot of cover right up to the house.
And a lot of them got feeders, and they got bizarre
feeder.
plants in their yard that deer like flowering things. And
I think a bigger deer would be there, but like we said, these rubs and that, there's a buck gonna come, you know, deer are everywhere in a forest. Not
yeah, they don't know borderlines. They'll come over here when the acorns are dropping, maybe.
Acorns are dropping, does will wander this way. They live everywhere, but I think they probably hang out near them houses. But yeah, they're gonna come through here. But when is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, a trail camera could tell you him coming through, checking them points and making them rubs.
Yeah.
It might be worth, but
For me, I'd have to look at other properties. I mean, I would.
you don't have nothing to.
If it was near my house, I'd tell you I would not hunt this.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
But if I was out here and everything looked like this, maybe.
Then it
But
might
then I'd
be
be trying to
like a
figure out
good
the timing on that buck.
yeah, you're right.
But that's the only sign that we saw that was good.
Yeah,
And who knows? There's a bunch of gut gloves back there. Maybe he's dead.
yeah.
What did you think, Scott?
I think if I lived nearby, I would hunt this possibly, but you know, just kind of like, you know, hunting behind your house almost. And I would want to get down those bottoms.
Yeah, it certainly wouldn't be on the tops. I think we learned that real quick. It's just too open in here. What do you think if they did some logging back here?
It needs it.
Yeah, it would open all this. I mean, this forest is over 100 years old. It hasn't.
Look at the pine behind you. That thing's got to be 200 years old.
There isn't a
look
stump
at
in this
one
place.
Yeah.
right next to the rock wall. I mean, you can see it's basically in the wall.
Yeah, they could do some thinning, at least thinning. Select anything would help the
A
forest.
select cut would be good.
Yeah.
Clear cuts, anything would help us.
No shortage of milkweed in Massachusetts. Look at this. Here we go. Look at it all. I can afford to take some. There's plenty. Look at all this.